sell high, buy low, sell high. We going straight to the moon. Buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high. We going straight to the moon.
Yo, what's good with it, Pack family? This your boy, Mrcheckmyresume. I'm about to drop you with my 0-day watch list for August the 5th. And without any further ado, we're going to get right into it. First ticker I want to pull up today is Nike, NKE. See what those checks talking about. So first thing I'm looking at here is the inside 4-hour setup on Nike. We had an outside 4-hour or outside morning session, and we closed with the hammer on the outside session. So I'm looking for that afternoon action to continue tomorrow. I'm looking for an entry of 312 above 114.57. We got a little bit of work to do to take out the high of the day. I'd be targeting that first target, which was the high of the day at 115.35. So first one I'm looking at in discretionary, Nike. Next one, this is one I know everybody likes to talk about, Tesla. We had the news yesterday, the 3-1 split with Tesla. Similar setup to what Nike has. We had an outside morning session. The price pulled down a little bit, and we pushed down and closed out with a hammer to end the day. So my thought process here is that we're looking for a 3-1-2 continuation here, above 928 flat on Tesla. Looking for this one to give me some nice price action, nice move up, and target would be to the high of Thursday at 940.82. That would be my first target on Tesla. You can go through some lower time frames and identify some different levels lower in between that target. Next ticker, sticking with the theme of discretionary, that is Shopify. So Shopify, again here, looking at the 3-2-2 potential here on the 4-hour. Looking at an entry here above 41.06. We are pretty close to the trigger already. This one's been on a, pretty much a breakout here over the last few days, maybe week. And so just looking for some continuation, looking to continue to move up tomorrow, and just want to get on that moving train. So Shopify, pretty simple here. Just really trying to catch this movement here. So we'll see what happens tomorrow with Shopify if we get the trigger. But again, no trigger, no trade. But I have a suspicion that this one's going to trigger tomorrow. All right, let's keep it going. Next one here is MGM. And on MGM, you see the theme here. We're getting a lot of inside 4-hour setups here on MGM. On these tickers and on MGM in particular, we gapped up today, pushed up right below this broadening formation level. I don't even think we touched it. We were just super close to it. There's obviously some selling going on right there. We pulled down, created inside 4-hour, but we closed out, price pushed back up, and we closed out with a hammer. Looking real strong for tomorrow, looking to potentially go back and retest the highs from today at 36.12 on MGM. So that one right there looks really that one right there looks really strong for a retest tomorrow. Excuse me, MGM. Moving on, next one on list here. Last one I'll talk about in discretionary, and that'll be HD, Home Depot. And on Home Depot, looking at a Chicago setup here, 3-1-2 on the 4-hour above 307.67. Pretty straightforward setup here on HD. We are looking for a continuation on the day and get continued bullish movement to the upside. So nothing special here. Again, we're trying to take these trades that are already moving in for us, trying to catch a nice setup to take it back into continuity. So another setup here on HD, looking solid here on discretionary. So now, moving out of discretionary, we're going to get into technology, IT. And first one I want to talk about here is AMD. And AMD, this one here has been on the move for the last couple of weeks. actually about 3-4 weeks, and has just been breaking out earnings and everything's just been contributing to the push upwards. The Chip Investment Act was really probably the strongest catalyst of them all. And again, we're just trying to catch this continued movement up as AMD makes its way to 110. So tomorrow we're looking at an inside 4-hour and an entry for a 212 above 104.36 on AMD, and just we be looking for 2 up on the day. All the other time frames are in force, 2 up in force. So just looking for some more continued movement on that one. Strong. Another one here in the IT arena that has been showing out, and that has been Apple. It's not one that I play very often, but I will, play it when the opportunities present themselves. But this Apple here has just been performing amazing. We're in the midst of a V-shaped recovery here. We had a PMG, I believe it was, on the week. It is just going off right now. So again, for tomorrow, looking at Apple for Chicago, set up an entry on the 4-hour above 166.06. I'm potentially looking to take this one. First target would be 167.19. And then we'll see how much strength we have at that point. I have a suspicion we may have a good day out of Apple, so I'll be looking to see if we push up close to this 170 range. If we do have a good day out of SPY and everything like that. So anyway, moving on. Next one here, and this is one I very rarely talk about, and that's Google. But shout out to the pack, brought it to my attention today. We are looking at Chicago setup here on the 4-hour 312. Looking for an entry above 118.41. That would complete that 312 in the morning. And first target would be very quick here at 118.78. You'd be looking to take this one potentially in this 120 range. We need to throw some more BFs on here to kind of really identify the price level where we need to get out. So this one here looks good as well. Last one in the technology sector, and this one got crushed. And now it looks like it bottomed out, and it's kind of reversing back to the upside, and that is a firm. So here on the firm, we are 2 up on the week already, 2 up on the month. We had an outside month and just been going off ever since. So right here on the firm, well, we got over a broadening formation today. It looks like we claimed that level, and we kind of used it as a level where buying came in. And so we're pushing up. We could potentially see a firm. If this 4-hour flips and goes 212 tomorrow, we're back in full time frame continuity above 32.74. And we're back on this thing moving in force. So a firm is another one to keep your eye on. Really like that setup there. Moving out of IT, going into industrials. First one I want to talk about here is Uber. Uber and Lyft, actually. But Uber, I'll keep this one brief because actually Lyft has a very nice setup as well. But as you can see on the week here, Uber just looks crazy. One of those alerts that just went off, insane. So anyway, Uber looking at a Chicago 312 here on the 4-hour above 31.97. Uber looks good. I mean, that's barbecue chicken. Told y'all that this weekend on the watch list. So anyway, Uber. Next one here is Lyft, his stepbrother, and this one looks strong as hell too. Looking at a 212 here on the 4-hour above $17.43. You see that 4-hour candle there on the afternoon session. Lyft just tore it up today. Very, very strong right now, both Uber and Lyft, very strong. I think those are very solid plays going into tomorrow. Right. Staying in the theme of industrials, we want to go on the small cap side, take a look at Plug Power. This thing here has been on a rocket ship. We are looking at continued movement to the upside tomorrow. We're looking at a 212 above $24.20. And again, we need to kind of look for some micro level broadening formations. I was not able to find any macros that were in our way. So we get down and draw some of those micros so we can be very specific on price levels for in the morning. Real good. Next one here is we tap into the airlines, AAL. So AAL, American Airlines, we're looking at an inside 4-hour 212 above $14.87. First target is going to be $14.97. Again, being the price at what it is, the small underlying dollar move, the small cent moves actually are significant when it comes to the contract. So be aware of that and the relativity of the underlying price. AAL looks good for a trade tomorrow. Some of the others look decent as well, but this one had the best setup of the bunch in my opinion that I saw. Right, let's keep it going here. Now we're moving out of industrials and we're going to talk about communications really quick. First one I want to talk about is that Meta. That Meta been showing out, been doing the Dougie. And shoot, let's talk about it. So very strong weak candle here, but we're looking at this 4-hour time frame. We got up close to this broadening formation a couple weeks ago. Looks like we got close to that quarterly one and gap down, and then kind of had to get its life together and come back around. So now we are at a level of like 170.38 or 170.50 something. One closed at 170.57. We're looking at a 312 here on the 4-hour above 170.79. We're looking to take this one in and have continuation 2 up on the day. That's my expectation. So this one again, we're just trying to get in things that are already moving. We don't have to get, think about it too much. So that's Meta. That thing looks strong, and the Pat been playing it though, so we kind of familiar with what Meta's doing. Next one here I want to talk about is Netflix. Shout out to Netflix, one of the 0-day alumni from 2021. Tore it up. Looking again here at Netflix, inside 4-hour above 230.89. The first targets here at 232.07. That may not be enough meat on the bone for you. You might want to go a little further than that. But again, we didn't see any macro broadening formations at these levels, so you might want to check some of the micros. Start with the day, maybe work your way down and see if there's some others that could hold up the price. Other than that, though, this Netflix looks potentially great. It's got some room to do some damage. So we'll see here. Right. So moving out of communications, I do have one staple stop I want to talk about, and that is KO. Coke. This one here, Coke boys. This thing right here looks strong. I mean, it ain't playing. So I like Coke here on the 4-hour, obviously at 212 at 63.73. But one thing you should notice is that the day also has the same trigger level for the 2-2 rail, 63.73. So just be mindful that this one could pop both those triggers at the same level like that. So I'll be watching Coke. I'll be watching it. Next one here. Moving out of staples and into my last ticker that I'll talk about here. And that is an energy ticker. That is CCJ. And CCJ, Kamiko, is looking at an inside 4-hour. Very nice strong candle here on the 4, as well as a nice strong inside day. We have this potential here, a couple different setups we'll talk about. and we're still inside on the week. But first and foremost, looking at this inside 4 hour here to create us a 212 tomorrow above 24.94. I'll be looking to probably target this first target that is a nice amount of magnitude. So we may want to drop to lower time frames to see if we can identify some pivots on the way to that level. And then also on the day, we're looking at a Chicago setup, looking at a 312 above 2502. So the CCJ also has the potential to push up tomorrow. So I've drawn a good bit of broad informations. I didn't see anything significant in the way, but I haven't gone to the micros yet. So we'll see. But this one here looks good. Looks like we're gonna go back and retest it. If you do take that entry on the Chicago on that day, 2502, your first target is 2568. So same targets for both, I believe it is. Yes. So 4 hour and the date have the same target. So we'll see. You know, put it on the analyze tab and see how much that's going to run you, and how much that's going to pay you. And yeah, make sure you got your broader formations drawn so you know where these things are going. Don't go in there without no BS on your charts, man. So with that, y'all have a great evening. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Take it easy, Pack. Peace.